I need ice. My ice cube tray is empty. Ooh, that is spraying everywhere. Ooh, that lemon makes it really good. Hello and welcome back to another Vodka with Veronica. Probably be better with a couple ice cubes. This new kind of series of videos that I'm going to do, they won't necessarily be every week, but there are lots of videos that are going to come up that are in this same line, which is life as a fashion designer. This first video is going to talk about my day-to-day life, not the big fancy fashion shows or photo shoots or any of that. I'm going to talk about those in later videos. Disclaimer, this is my day-to-day life, not every single fashion designer's day-to-day life. My business is a little different than a lot of other fashion designers. It's not going to be sort of what every single person's day is like. This is just what my life is like. Because I own my own business, it encompasses so many different hats that I have to wear. My mind is constantly jumping back and forth between sort of the creative stuff and emails and social media and finances and everything. When it gets into collection time, it gets even worse. You have to still do all that stuff and also make a collection. During that time, there's very few showers, there's very few hours of sleep, and very poor eating habits. But let's just talk about regular day-to-day life as a fashion designer. I find oftentimes people are surprised when they meet me that this is what I look like. I don't know if they're expecting me to be some glamourati, perfectly dressed and well coiffed and neat hair. I will never have neat hair. I never have. I never will. The thing is, I spend more time dressing other people than I do myself. That's it. And I don't look like a total slob or anything. Well, not like all the time. Although I do find it interesting when people find out that this is what I do for a living. The men get really self-conscious and almost every time say something to the effect of, "Don't judge me based on this outfit. Oh, I didn't really plan on dressing up today." I'm really not judging people day to day based on their outfits. I mean, this is my job. It's what I do for a living and I love it. But I'm not spending all my time thinking, "Oh, I can't believe that guy wore that polo shirt," because I don't really care. I try as hard as I can to have a notebook or a sketch pad with me at all times. In my purse, I have a little one, and I've got different kind of blank notepads sort of lying all over the house just in case. But I'm not always near something like a notebook. Every receipt that I've ever gotten, every envelope, utility bill, prescription slips, I mean, like, I will write down sort of designs on everything. And when I go back through, I always keep them. I don't throw them out. Even after I've already made them in a collection, I'll still have them. I'll go back through and sort of laugh at this thing that I drew this little dress on, you know. I've put zippers in upside down and backwards like 3 times in a row. Your mind gets so muddled and you have to stop, take a deep breath, have a glass of wine, maybe a cider, maybe a little vodka drink, calm yourself down, and then go back to it. I have measuring tapes everywhere. I mean, everywhere. I've got them in every purse that I have. I have about 1 million in my studio, just in random spots around my studio. I've got all kinds in my room, just in case I need one, and I regularly do. The funny thing is, though, when I'm in a really busy kind of mode and I'm pulling all-nighters and trying to finish things, I often just collapse into bed with the measuring tape still on around my neck. But then, you know, you twist and you turn, then all of a sudden it's wrapped around you. And I've had dreams where I'm being strangled because I have this thing. And then I wake up and I'm like, oh, right. My bed, I've learned to sleep in a really small amount of space on my queen size bed. So the other side of the bed has pins and needles and thread and scissors and half-made things that I'm finishing, measuring tape, a sketch pad, some pens, my daily planner. I mean, it's just like literally like more than one person's worth on the other side of my bed. Can you tell how single I am? I also usually have a little wee bottle of Fireball next to the bed just in case I need a little inspiration. I can't tell you the amount of people that have said, "You know what you should be designing? This thing that I found in Google Images." Here's the thing. If it's in Google Images, that means it already exists. Someone else designed it. Someone else made that thing. You know, I kind of got this. I have design skills already, so don't really need Google to help me with my design process, but Appreciate it. It all really does come from up here. Whenever I cut one of my fingers, I usually just sort of grab any scrap of fabric I have and wrap it around, put a piece of tape around it, and then keep going. These like razor sharp scissors and hot irons and needles, you know, hammering up and down from the sewing machine. I've sewn through tips of my fingers many times. But it's not the typical, you know, you get to sit around and sketch all day and then create these collections and go and, you know, show them around the world. That is definitely a part of it, and it's so rewarding. But the day-to-day part in between is definitely, there's a lot more to it than people think. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below, and I will see you next Friday. Cheers.